The Renaissance was a period of great change and innovation. It took place in Europe from the 14th to the 17th century. The word Renaissance means rebirth in French. It refers to the renewed interest in classical art, literature and philosophy after the Middle Ages. This era witnessed a surge of creativity in art, architecture, literature, science and many other fields. The Renaissance marked a significant departure from the medieval period. It challenged old ways of thinking and ushered in a new era of human achievement. This period witnessed a transformation in artistic expression, scientific inquiry and political thought. It laid the foundation for the modern world we know today. The Renaissance was a complex and multifaceted period. It was influenced by a confluence of factors, including the decline of feudalism, the rise of cities and increased trade with the East. The rediscovery of classical texts preserved by Byzantine and Islamic scholars also played a crucial role in sparking intellectual curiosity. One of the pivotal events that set the stage for this Renaissance was the fall of Constantinople in 1453. This event led to an influx of Byzantine scholars and texts into Western Europe. These scholars brought with them a wealth of knowledge about ancient Greece and Rome, which had been largely lost during the Middle Ages. This rediscovery of classical learning fueled the rise of humanism, a philosophy that emphasized human potential and achievement. Humanists believed in the power of reason and observation to understand the world around them. They placed great importance on education and the study of the humanities, grammar, rhetoric, history, poetry, and moral philosophy. The humanistic worldview challenged the Church's dominance in intellectual life. It encouraged individuals to think critically and question traditional authority. Humanists emphasized individual agency and the pursuit of knowledge for its own sake. The Renaissance flourished in Italian city-states like Florence, Venice, and Rome. These cities had grown wealthy through trade and commerce. This economic prosperity created a class of wealthy merchants and bankers who became patrons of the arts. These patrons, such as the Medici family in Florence, commissioned grand works of art and architecture. They supported artists and writers, providing them with the financial resources and social standing to pursue their craft. Patronage became a driving force behind the artistic outpouring of the Renaissance. The patronage system fostered competition among artists, pushing them to innovate and excel. Artists were no longer anonymous craftsmen working on religious commissions. They became celebrated figures sought after for their unique talents and visions. Renaissance art marked a significant departure from the stylized and symbolic art of the Middle Ages. Renaissance artists sought to portray the world around them with greater realism and accuracy. They developed new techniques, such as linear perspective, which allowed them to create the illusion of three-dimensional space on a two-dimensional surface. Renaissance paintings and sculptures celebrated the beauty of the human form. Artists like Leonardo da Vinci and Michelangelo studied anatomy to depict the human body with unprecedented accuracy. They imbued their subjects with emotion and dynamism, capturing the essence of the human spirit. The Renaissance architecture also underwent a transformation, moving away from the soaring Gothic cathedrals of the medieval period. Architects drew inspiration from classical Roman buildings, emphasizing symmetry, proportion, and harmony. The dome of the Florence Cathedral, designed by Filippo Brunelleschi, is a masterpiece of Renaissance architecture. Section 5, Beyond the Brushstrokes, Literature, Science, and the Printing Press. The Renaissance was not only a period of artistic innovation, but also a time of great intellectual ferment. Writers like William Shakespeare in England and Miguel de Cervantes in Spain produced works of literature that explored the complexities of human nature and the human condition. The Renaissance also witnessed a revolution in scientific thought. Nicolaus Copernicus challenged the prevailing geocentric view of the universe, proposing instead a heliocentric model with the sun at the center. This marked a paradigm shift in astronomy and paved the way for further scientific discoveries. The invention of the printing press by Johannes Gutenberg in the mid-15th century was a watershed moment in human history. It allowed for the mass production and dissemination of books, making knowledge more accessible to a wider audience. The printing press played a crucial role in spreading Renaissance ideas and fostering intellectual debate. Section 6. Titans of the Renaissance: Da Vinci, Michelangelo, Shakespeare, and Copernicus. The Renaissance produced a galaxy of brilliant minds who made groundbreaking contributions in their respective fields. Leonardo da Vinci was the epitome of the Renaissance universal man, excelling as a painter, sculptor, architect, engineer, inventor, and scientist. His notebooks are filled with sketches and observations that demonstrate his insatiable curiosity and boundless creativity. Michelangelo, another giant of the Renaissance, was a master sculptor, painter, architect, and poet. His iconic statue of David and his breathtaking frescoes on the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel in Rome are testaments to his artistic genius. William Shakespeare, often regarded as the greatest writer in the English language, transformed theatre with his plays that explored the full range of human emotions and experiences. His works, including Hamlet, Romeo and Juliet, and Macbeth, continue to resonate with audiences centuries later. Nicolaus Copernicus, a Polish astronomer, challenged the long-held belief that the Earth was the center of the universe. His heliocentric model, with the sun at the center, revolutionized astronomy and laid the groundwork for modern science. Section 7. A world transformed: the enduring legacy of the Renaissance. The Renaissance had a profound and lasting impact on Western civilization. It marked a transition from the medieval world, dominated by religion and tradition, to a more secular and individualistic society. Renaissance ideas spread throughout Europe and beyond, influencing art, science, politics, and culture. Renaissance humanism laid the groundwork for the Reformation, a religious movement that challenged the authority of the Catholic Church. The emphasis on individual conscience and the right to interpret Scripture for oneself paved the way for the rise of Protestantism. The Renaissance spirit of exploration and discovery led to new voyages and encounters with other cultures. European explorers embarked on voyages that expanded their geographical horizons and transformed their understanding of the world. Section 8. Bridging the divide from medieval to modern. The Renaissance was a transformative period that bridged the gap between the medieval and modern worlds. It challenged traditional ways of thinking and ushered in a new era of human achievement. The legacy of the Renaissance can be seen in our art, science, politics, and culture. The Renaissance reminds us of the power of human creativity and innovation. It teaches us the importance of curiosity, critical thinking, and the pursuit of knowledge. As we face the challenges of the 21st century, the lessons of the Renaissance are more relevant than ever.